What's up, beautiful besties? Welcome back to Turning Tides Tarot. My name is Alishia. Thank you all so very much for joining me here. Y'all are freaking incredible. Just cleansing the space. We're going to ring the sound bowl. We will get a love reading. I'd really like to find out what's going on with the person who's most on your mind. What energy are they in? And just kind of like getting a sneak peek on what's going on with them. Yeah. Whatever, however it relates to you. Of course, my loves, it is a general reading for our collective. So hopefully there is a message here that you need to hear at the moment. But yeah, if not, hopefully we can tune into your energy or your person's energy in our next reading. Okay, so it's really up to you to use your discernment and use it wisely, please, friends. Okay, let's do the thing. Here we go. Okay, I'm calling on spirit with so much love and so much gratitude. I ask for divine guidance as I interpret these messages. May they help us all on our journey towards our highest and greatest good. I'm asking for love, joy, peace, abundance, and protection for myself, for you, and for all beings on the planet at this time. Thank you so much, Spirit. Okay, well, the person that is most on your mind right now, it looks like they're in the energy of being all tied up. Now, when I see this, automatically I jump to the Eight of Swords in the tarot. It is very similar. It's somebody who feels like they are trapped in a situation or they have so many obligations. Very interesting because we did a reading on the Divine Feminine a little bit earlier today, and it was speaking to even maybe the Divine Feminine feeling like, oh, there's so much on my plate, there's so much going on. So it's just interesting that this is still coming up. This is coming up now with the person who's most on your mind as well. So there is a deep connection between the two of you where you are both feeling like maybe even overwhelmed in a situation, like you've got so much going on, so many obligations, so many responsibilities. It feels almost like when we're in this energy, it feels almost like we're losing hope that things could ever be different. Now, I don't want you to like start to worry. I do see this card here peeping out action. So somebody here, this person will be taking some sort of action to get themselves out of a situation where they feel like they have to stay or they have these obligations. So let's see what comes in the middle. What's happening in between here for this individual? We have patience, which reminds me of Temperance and also the Wheel of Fortune energy, and we have Door to Value. Okay, so something's happening here. Your person is feeling very much tied to something. It could be having to do with their finances, tied some kind of financial responsibilities, or maybe it's like, oh, they're overworked right now. It's been maybe a very busy season for them. With this energy of patience, I feel like they know that there will be a time where they can actually do something different. Now, going back to the all tied up, this is a lot to do with like, oftentimes when we have a lot on our plate or we feel trapped or obligated to certain responsibilities and situations and people and jobs and all the things, it really is something that is self-imposed. Now, I don't want anyone to get it twisted, but we often feel like we have no other option other than to fulfill these duties, right? That we feel bound to and responsible for. But of course, we could always, there really is never anything standing in our way from making a different choice or to take a step out of the situation or take a step in a new direction. It just usually is quite uncomfortable to do so. We usually have to sacrifice something. But it's really interesting because this person seems to already have a plan to get themselves out of a sticky situation. And they're almost just like biding their time. So whoever this is, they're biding their time. They're waiting for either more money to come in or more time to be freed up before they can take some sort of action, perhaps towards you, towards this relationship. Let's just see what else is here. I've got the thinking man. Okay, yeah. So we have this person now, regardless of the gender here, it's somebody who has been almost strategizing to change something in their world. They've been thinking about this quite a bit. And again, there's something here about having a plan before they can make some type of action. Either they need to get their time or money, resources, something needs to be set right before they feel like they'll be able to take any action towards you. Okay, now let's just get into the tarot to get some details, okay? Because it looks like this person has a strategy, okay? It does look like they are also being silent. This person hasn't really been talking. You don't really know what this person's plan is. You didn't even know that they had a plan, but trust me, there is a plan at play. There is a strategy. Okay, so please tell me more about this individual so that you can really, truly know if this is your reading or not, okay? That's one thing I want to do first. Tell me more about this person here, Spirit, so that our collective can know. We have the Knight of Swords. They could be an air sign, okay? The Knight of Swords is somebody who, it's very interesting. They usually are quite impulsive. Okay, so it's kind of an opposite energy I'm feeling of this all tied up. I feel like this person made a commitment and there's something here that they feel bound to, but they feel like they need to follow through. They need to follow through. They may be telling people the truth, the hard truth with the Nine of Wands. Yeah, something here that has been weighing very heavily on this individual, this commitment, this obligation, whatever this responsibility is to them. They have... It's almost like they want to prove something to themselves, like they can finish it, they can follow through on something here. But I feel like they are getting very it's very interesting. Again, that energy of the Divine Feminine reading that I did. Okay, now whether you tuned into it or not, spoiler alert, it gives the energy of I'm going to snap. You know, if something doesn't change, or if I don't, if I can't get some time for myself, or if I can't follow a dream or a desire, you know, something is going to snap in me, like I'm going to lose my ish, right? And this is the same kind of energy that this person is in, okay? Very interesting. We have the Fool. Yeah, there is a desire for something new, to put an end to this current situation that they find themselves in, where they feel trapped, they feel obligated. They really have been getting in touch with their own personal truth. And I feel like they could also be getting pretty irritated and cranky because, again, it feels like something here is almost over. They've almost resolved something. They've almost gotten something figured out. But yeah, I mean, they're having to tap into their patience in order to ride it out. I don't know why I'm hearing this. Ride it out. Ride around the storm. Isn't that like a Doors song? That's a pretty old song there. Riders on the Storm. I don't know. Maybe that they're really tapping into that song at the moment. They could be listening to that song a lot. Maybe you've just recently heard that song. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if that makes any sense to you. Maybe they're riding out a storm in some case, and it feels like it's almost over. Okay, but they're really looking forward to this brand new beginning, an opportunity. We have the Hermit coming up for them as well. Look, whoever this is, if you are Divine Feminine, okay, and you're tuning into this reading as well, and you've tuned into the last one, I know I keep mentioning it, but there's a lot of similarities in this reading for the person that's on your mind. So this could be your Divine Masculine for some of you that are here. If it is not, and you're not here wondering about a Divine Masculine, it could be a very deep soulmate that you've got on your mind, okay? Because this person seems to be mirroring your energy. It is giving a lot of similar vibes, okay, of two people being at their very wits' end with current situations in their lives and wanting something to change so desperately here, okay? And knowing that the current situation isn't the thing that they want, right? So this is the energy of the person who's most on your mind. They have already had an opportunity, unlike the Divine Feminine reading, to go within and to gain some wisdom, to get in touch with their higher selves. They've had this opportunity to know and to put a plan and strategy in place to actually get themselves out of the situation, right? To get themselves moving in a new direction, and they know what they want. Okay, this is somebody who absolutely knows what they want. They've done a lot of healing and they've gained a lot of wisdom. Okay, they know exactly what it is that they want. So let's talk about that. What do they want? What does this person truly desire? Oh, well, we have the Nine of Pentacles. This is you. I got to be honest with you, because this is the pre-Empress energy in the deck. Okay, with the Nine of Pentacles, it's somebody who is looking really, really good, feeling really good, who works very hard. They to have what they need. Okay. There is a desire here. I feel like it's you right away to be with someone like you, because I feel like you are very strong. You are very independent. You do things for yourself. You could be your own boss, or you're in charge of your life in some way. Now, there is another interpretation to this energy, especially side by side with the Hermit, which, by the way, this is a lot of Virgo energy, in case you were curious. Um, this person really does desire to be single, okay, or to be on their own, right? Now, that has nothing to do with, well, it does have something to do with you. If the person who's most on your mind is tied up with someone else, this is going to make a hell of a lot more sense, okay? Because this is giving, like, I'm wrapping up maybe a divorce, or I'm wrapping up a relationship. I'm wrapping up some obligations from a previous engagement of some sort, whether that be romantic or business related. Okay, I'm going to leave it open because it could be either or both. For some of you, depending on who's tuning into this, right? You will know your situation best. But this gives energy, okay, I'm just wrapping things up. I'm biding my time. I'm being patient. I'm waiting for a settlement. I'm waiting for money to come in. I know what I want. I know who I want. I know what I want to do. All right. I'm just waiting for the moment where I can actually do something about it. Okay. I'm waiting until I'm 100% single. I'm waiting until I've got the money that I need to pursue this next chapter of my life. You know, I'm waiting for some kind of settlement or finalization of some kind of, it feels legal. I'm not going to lie. It feels a little bit legal. So this person's biding their time and trying to tap into their patience, while at the same time trying not to crack, trying not to lose it, and trying not to show their level of irritation. Okay, so this is what's going on with this person. What? I don't know what this is yet. We will peep that in a second, but I do think it's great to see the strength energy. Just as I was speaking to, like, really trying not to lose my ever-loving mind, that kind of an energy. They are tapping into their strength. Maybe some of them are going through some type of legal proceeding where it's like, I don't want to speak the truth, or I don't want to show a temper. Maybe sometimes temper comes up, or anger, or I don't want to sink to their level. I don't want to be petty. I don't want to give in to any kind of temptation to smear their name or to throw them under the bus or anything like that. I'm doing everything above board here is what I'm getting, okay? So even though this person seems very irritated with their current situation, even though it's almost over, okay, they're really trying to tap into their strength, confidence. They're trying to be the one that comes up smelling like roses. They're trying to be the one that is doing things the right way. You know, everything's above board, you know, taking the, what do they say? I'm taking the high road, right? This is what this person's doing. So they're trying to do things right, which is not a bad situation. It's not a bad thing. Okay. Yeah. Interesting. We have the Four of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Death energy. This gives a lot a lot of context to the situation. Here's the Tower. I'm not surprised. Okay. And the Five of Wands, the Three of Wands, followed by the star underneath, okay? Aquarius, Scorpio, we've got Aries energy. Yeah, so we've got pretty much everyone out here anyways, but let me tell you what's currently happening. Your person, the person who's most on your mind, they really are holding things back, holding things in. They're not speaking about what's going on. They're remaining very, very quiet, right? Because whatever they're about to, or whatever proceedings they're in right now, or whatever, they're putting a major end to something in their life. Now, I'm not just talking about like a little chapter or a new beginning. It's like they're wiping the slate completely clean here with the Tower and Death. They are literally trying to start a brand new life. Now, what this means is it kind of gives like midlife crisis energy in a way, but it's not bad. What happens to people when we hit these, you know, milestones? Some For me, I had a quarter life crisis. Honestly, I've lived life a little bit backwards. I started off like, yeah, anyways, it's not really about me, but I'm saying there's people, we hit these milestones. There's these periods of awakening that happen to people, right? Where we go about our lives thinking that this is what we're supposed to do. This is what my parents said. This is what society says. This is what I'm doing. I'm doing the right thing. Okay. We go and we tell ourselves, we have to live in a certain way. And when these crises happen, okay, it could be 3/4 life crisis. I mean, it doesn't matter who you are, where you are at. This person here is going through one of these moments where it's like they wake up in the morning, they've looked around at their situation and they just don't like it anymore. They're like, I am not in alignment with where I want to be. I'm not surrounded by people I want to be with. I'm not happy in my world. I don't like the work that I'm doing. I'm over it. This is like, I am completely over my whole life situation kind of an energy. And so this person is not a bad person. Okay. And I'm saying all this to say this. They are trying to do everything the best that they possibly can. Okay. Where they're not out here hurting feelings. They're not out here they're not out here screwing people over. I feel like they're really trying to tie up all these loose ends in their world so they can literally have a brand new beginning, living in alignment with what it is that truly brings them joy and happiness. So this is a major transitional period for this person. And it totally, like, if you haven't heard from this person, if you have no idea what they're doing, and that's why you're here trying to figure it out, this is why you're not hearing from them. They're not trying to muddy the waters of an already very complicated situation by involving you or bringing your name into anything here. This is somebody who's like, I want to wait until all my shit is settled and all this, the dust is settled, all the, everything's all been divided. I've closed these accounts. I've done this, I've done that, all the legalities of a matter before they come towards you. Okay. Are they getting impatient with the lengthy process that's happening within their world? Absolutely. But it's not stopping them from doing this all above board. Okay. Yeah. So it's all happening. And I mean, like, they're in the thick of it at the moment. And they're doing their best not to lose their minds. They are doing their best not to, tell people a truth that might really hurt. Okay. Because they're starting off with this King of Swords or Knight of Swords energy, and then we have the Four of Pentacles. It's like, I have so much that I want to say, but I'm gonna bite my tongue. Okay, I'm gonna take the high road. This is gonna come to an end. I understand that it's like pulling the rug out from under your feet. I mean, they're dealing with people who didn't see this coming. Okay, and it's not really like a fun situation at all. This person, again, they're not a bad person. They're not out to hurt anyone. But they want to do things the right way. They want to make sure that the next chapter, the next story of their life that they build is built on a foundation of their own joy, their own happiness, their own bliss, the things, that they feel they've changed. I mean, people grow, people change, people evolved. And oftentimes we're told that we have to ride it out, ride through that storm. We have to stay in the same place. And that's just absolutely not true. Is it easier sometimes? What's easier? To live a life you wake up every day and hate, or to break it all down and start over again? It doesn't matter how old you are, right? Like, we can always have a fresh start. And so what I feel like is happening for this person who's on your mind and you're just so curious about it is they're in the midst of a complete total breakdown so that they can rebuild, right? So that they can rebuild. And I know that you're probably like, well, what does this have to do with me? Maybe you know, maybe you don't. Let's find out. But I have to tell you that this person is really doing their best to align and to heal and to try to bring in, try to usher in a moment in time or, again, this next story in their life where they are living in an authentic way. Okay. Where, they can pursue their dreams, where they can pursue their goals, where they can, grow, change, evolve, and live a happy life. Like, wake up in the morning and just, be happy. Right. So this person has come to a point where they just no longer can pretend anymore, you know? Like, there will be people who are let down by this for sure. And again, that's just the fallout. I mean, and I feel bad for, you know, people who don't see this kind of thing coming. Um, but at the end of the day, I feel like, you know, when the tower falls, it can feel very chaotic to everyone involved in the situation, but it's always for our greatest and highest good. And when I say that, I say it because even if somebody, let's say, exits your life in a very tumultuous way or something where you don't see it coming, sometimes looking back in hindsight, retrospect, 2020, we always have that hindsight 2020 where it's like, wow, if that person, you know, didn't rock my world in this way and just kind of exit stage left, sure, I wouldn't have gone through a lot of the pain, but I probably would have missed this opportunity that, you know, has launched me off on, I don't know, a new career path, or, you know, like, it's just like, it turns out to be the best for everyone in the end, right? Because living with someone who's completely unhappy all the time isn't good for anyone, right? And that's what I'm getting here. So there's a lot of these conversations that are very difficult, but they're being had in this person's world right now. We do have the Knight of Cups, because I was asking, what does this have to do with you? I do feel like this person is very much attracted to you. They're very much wanting to come through and offer you some cup of love here. They want to take you out. Maybe there's an apology here sometimes with the Knight of Cups as well coming through. Look, I'm sorry. Maybe the two of you met and really hit it off, or there was a friendship or something that was already there, had been started or established, and then all of a sudden, boom, they just disappeared. Well, this is what they went to do. I feel like you've given them a glimpse of what life could be, and they've really held on to that. And I feel like, you know, they place you in this role within their lives as like, that's where I want to be. You know, I want to be in a life where I'm living something, like I'm living a dream, like I'm, you know, if you're not living a dream, what the hell are you doing? You know, there's something here about that. And I feel like you have been this like inspiration for them. And I do feel like they would like to pursue a further relationship here with you. So there may be an apology depending on how they left things with you, because I don't feel like there has been a lot of contact with this person. Again, you really don't know what's going on behind the scenes in their day-to-day life. They see you as being highly attractive here. We do have the Queen of Wands. Okay, we do have the Queen of Wands. They see you as being highly attractive, very magical as well. You could be a fire sign or a water sign. But here it's like they admire your passion, your determination. See, you do something a little bit differently. I feel like you are more in alignment with what, you know, your creative self or your creative endeavors, or again, you do things just a little bit differently. You're not afraid to go after what it is that inspires you, motivates you. You know, maybe it's more of a spiritual path or dedication that you have going on, because the wands do represent our spirituality as well. So there's something here. It's like, you know, I could do that. I could see myself being happy, following or chasing this dream, this passion that I've secretly held on to. This is kind of what it feels like. It's all coming up to the surface. Now, you know, when we deny our soul's true desire or our heart's desire, you know, it doesn't matter like how much money or how much status or fame or whatever. If you're not in alignment with that calling that you have on your heart, you know, you're just not going to be as happy as you would be if you were in alignment with it. So this is basically what it is. It's somebody who's going through a massive shift, a massive transformation, and a complete restructuring of their world, right? Of their entire world. And I do feel like you have been a major source of inspiration for this person, okay, along this journey. And as I shuffled, the bottom of the deck is now the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, you were placed upon their path at the perfect time for the perfect reason, and vice versa. And I do feel like, you know, it's your energy here. We have this Page of Cups. I do feel like you are very youthful, very spirited, very lighthearted, very joyful, and just maybe even optimistic, right? You bring this lust for life. You just carry this incredible attitude. And You know, it really was, meeting you was this huge eye opener for this individual. I do feel like you have completely inspired them to, it's like, I want to be like you know, I want to be like you. And I know we haven't really even touched into the romantic aspects of it yet, but this is what it's giving. It's more like, and I'm not saying that the love isn't there, because we do have a lot of cups out in the reading, and I do feel like like there is love here for you, but it's like I don't feel like this has even really gotten off the ground at all. This is not really a relationship that has been, I don't know, it's almost like it had a lot of potential and it didn't really go anywhere, you know, but through no fault of your own, okay, through no fault of your own. And there may not have been a very great explanation around this, but I do feel like you're thinking about this person. This is the person that, you know, is popping up for you on this reading. They're on your mind for a reason. And I feel like they have been really focusing on you and your energy again as being this huge inspirational person who helped change the course of their life. So it is major, and there are some big feelings there, and we can definitely explore those. Let's start. I'll probably end up extending this reading, to be totally honest with you, because we're getting a little lengthy. I don't like to go past a half hour on the on the YouTube portion of the readings, and I really do appreciate the energy exchange that y'all show for the work that I do. It really means the world to me. But let's go ahead and take a look. And whoops, I just shook the camera. Oh geez. Let's take a look at what this person wants you to know in the meantime. I don't feel like this situation is really too far down the line. Like, they have a plan, they have a strategy, and I do feel like you will be hearing from this person again. But it is very interesting because I know it feels like now is not the right time. They are really truly waiting for things to be settled before they come towards you in any type of way, okay? And I don't hate them for that. I honestly don't, because this person shows integrity, that they are not going out and, like, you know, starting something that they can't really finish, or, you know, they're not giving anyone the wrong impression from what I can see here. But I do feel like, yeah, they're like, okay. I just feel like they weren't really expecting to meet someone like you. They also weren't expecting for you to have such a huge effect on their day-to-day life, or to awaken them in this sense, where all of a sudden they look at their lives and they're like, wow, this is not it, you know? So I feel like, yeah, this was an unexpected thing. And the fact that they're not trying to, let's say, like, lead you on or string you along, you know, I'm okay with that. I mean, this is your reading, but I mean, as a reader, I can tell that this person is not a bad person. I can tell when the energy is sus AF. I get it. But right here, not in this reading. This person's trying their best to do the right thing, okay? And do things the right way. I feel like this is a pretty stand-up person, to be honest with you, okay? So let's see what they want you to... Let's see what they want you to know, if they could say something to you right now, even though they know it's not the right time just yet. But in the extended, we can fast forward down the timeline, and we can even get into what they're thinking and feeling. Look, I took you for granted. I'm so sorry. Maybe it started as a friendship. I took you for granted. I'm so sorry. Maybe you gave them some really great or sage advice. And maybe you were a friend for them while they were going through some of the stuff, or while they were being activated, and then boom, they just disappeared. Like I said, there is an apology coming through to you. I'm not saying how they did that is right, but, you know, you're the only one who really gets me. Yeah, I feel like they poured their heart out to you in some type of way. You're the only one who really gets me. And I feel like they really opened up in a way that they never have with anyone else, where they were able to get in touch with their true selves. And I feel like that was a really big moment for them. And they feel like they took it for granted, and they want to apologize for that. Okay, so what else are they wanting to say at this very moment, please? And then we will get into a little bit more and go down further in the timeline for the extended. Oh my gosh. Here I'm saying that they're a stand-up person, and I do feel the energy that they are, but we have this: I used you to make me feel good. That's not very good, is it? Why would they do that? There we have everything reminds me of you. Why would they have done that? I took you for granted. I used you to make me feel good. This person, oh, see, that's not okay. All right, well, I guess nobody's perfect, but this is definitely, I can see, okay. See, to me, like the energy that this person gives now is doing the right thing, but they obviously made a grave mistake in the past because I do feel like you were there for this person with this energy that's coming up. I feel like you gave them really great advice. I feel like you listened to them. I feel like you really helped them to realize, who they were or get in touch with themselves. And I feel like you really put a lot of gas in their tank. I used you to make me feel good. Well, I feel like they took you for granted, right? And they know that. So whatever they did here, where that maybe they made you feel used because maybe they just, like I said, they weren't stringing you along in a way. They may have just disappeared. Maybe you started investing in them and they just ghosted, or again, made you like left you standing there like with nothing. So I can totally okay, like that's not, I don't condone that kind of behavior, friends. I really don't, but I can see for sure that this person knows that what they did was wrong and they do want to apologize. So shit. Wow. I did not really see that coming, to be totally honest with you. I didn't see that because the energy I was picking up from this person was like, I'm really trying to do the right thing. I'm really trying to hopefully this person, well, I guess we'll see in the extended, but I was going to say, hopefully this person can be trusted. Hopefully they've learned a lesson. Hopefully like they're, I see it's confusing to me because I feel like this person was acting out of character when I feel like they screwed you over, right? And that was out of character for them. I feel like they feel really, really bad about the way that they've treated you because you've affected them on such a profound level. Oh, shitty. What a shitty turn at the end of this reading. Dang. Okay, well, friends, I'm going to give you a love oracle here. And then I'm going to go to the extended because I want to know why, what's going to happen next, once they get their ducks in a row here, because they're clearly coming through with some kind of an apology, which is absolutely, necessary. I feel like, oh my gosh, why'd they do that? That's terrible. It is so terrible. They definitely owe you an apology and an explanation. They definitely do. But I am getting that this is out of character for this person. I'm not impressed. Don't you build me up and let me down. And that's what I feel like. They built you up and let you down. Damn it. Because now they're coming across as they're a good guy, or a good girl, whatever, right? They're good. Okay. It's important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone. Instead of placing your focus on another, now is a time to give to yourself. You have probably already been doing that, okay? Is there anything else? Is there anything else that wants to come through about the nature of this relationship or anything, Spirit? Like, I'm not even sure if I should extend it. Power. You instinctively know what's right for you, and you have the power to say no or walk away at any time. So even when this person does come through, please use your discernment. Obviously, we talked about that at the beginning of the reading. You still have the power to say no or to walk away if you just don't have time for that kind of crap, or or whatever, right? Like, it just depends on your own personal experience. We have weight. Don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. And I feel like that's really what you've been doing. We have reflection. Give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that all will work out for the best, okay? And that just makes a lot of sense. But if you are curious like me, I need a little bit more now. I need an explanation. Why? Why did this happen? I need to know what they're going to say, and I want to know about what they're really thinking about you, the relationship, the connection, how they're feeling, what they want to say to you, I need some more answers. So if you're with me, I'll drop a little preview, my loves, and just we'll dive a little bit deeper again. Thank you very much for your energy exchange. I'm sending you all the love in the world. Take care and have a blessed day. Hey y'all, welcome to the extended. Thank you so very much for your energy exchange. Let's just dive right into this, okay? I want to know specifically, like the first part of that reading was more along the lines of what's going on with them in their life right now, right? And we did all that. Now I want to focus on you specifically and their energy towards you and all of that good stuff. Okay, so let's find out where they're at when it comes to the relationship, the friendship, the connection that they have with you. And obviously what they did, they really built you up and they really let you down. And that is not okay. They know this. They know this. Absolutely. So right now, Spirit, please tell me the energy in which this person is in towards our beautiful collective who absolutely did not deserve this, okay? Absolutely did not deserve this. What energy are they in towards our beautiful collective? Spirit, what energy is this person in towards our beautiful collective currently? Peace. They want peace. They want to foster an energy of peace between the two of you. They definitely want to come through with an apology. Okay, what is this? We have the path, okay? And then what's this here? We have nourishment. Okay, so they are starting to see how important, or they have seen how important you are to their own path, their own journey. We have nourishment. We have blossoming under the deck because everything that they do, right? This whole situation, everything reminds you of them, right? They know that you're the only one who really gets them. They know they took you for granted and they are feeling pretty shitty about using you to make themselves feel good. I feel like they didn't really have any intention at the time to be a good person, but they're going through this major turnaround in their life right now, and they know what they did was very wrong. So I feel like first step is going to be like part of their strategy is to come in and try to obviously make peace here with you if that's something that can be accomplished. Obviously, that is going to be up to you, right? It is, please use your own discernment, right? Just because somebody feels they need to apologize, and even if you accept it, does not mean that you have to invite the person back into your world. But that's what we're here to see. What do they want now? You know, what is their big idea? Where do you come in all of this, right? We have the path. They feel like, again, your paths were meant to align in some way here. They feel like you are a very important part of their journey, and they've seen that now because everything that they do, I feel like you inspire them beyond belief. Like it's insane how much they think about you and compare themselves in their own life to you. And just everything that they do is, I hear that song, Bryan Adams, everything I do it for you. So I feel like you have been this incredible inspiration for this person. Okay. And they want to come through and like with the blossoming energy, and then there's growth. They want to foster, it's like they want to have a clean slate with you as well. They want to foster some positive growth. They want to nourish the connection, and they want things to be able to grow between the two of you. Okay. So they are thinking about you, and they are wanting to come through to make this right with you, okay, via some sort of an apology. Let's see what energy they're going to come in towards you. I want to know that. This is like their energy towards you, but how are they going to show up? What energy are they going to be in immediately when they reach out to you? We have power coming up again. The power of love is like a magnet drawing souls together, and attraction. They are so unbelievably attracted to divine soul counterpart attraction, transcends superficiality, and learn. So that's a good thing to see. Let love show you how to learn from each other. They're going to come through and be like, yo, this connection is unbelievable. I mean, everything, you've come into my world and you've shaken me up, and everything is different in my life because of you. I realize I did not show up in a very good way towards you. I want to make that I want to make that different, right? I want to change that. I have learned so much here because of you. And like, where can we go from here? We have the universe. The universe is guiding you to that special person. Allow everything again to take its natural course. We also have recognition. So the divine will help you recognize signs and miracles, and they are looking to you as if you were that sign, that miracle, that earth angel that came into their world. And what the heck did they do? You know, they certainly didn't follow through in the way that they feel that they should have, or at least given you enough respect to tell you what was going on. And what their next steps were going to be. Okay, so they definitely have a lot to apologize for, and I do see them doing just that. So let's get into the specifics now. Let's ask what they think about you, how they feel, and all that good stuff. Okay, I feel like I want to use this deck, but hold on. Nope.
She said she'd only kill me, fly through the card of death. She said she'd only love me, fly through the card that wasn't in the deck. The card my finger touched, think I got my wish. You know for sure when it's all done, she said she was beautiful.